Hi everyone, I'm Catherine, the artist behind Bigelow Fine Arts. My adventure into the Enchanted Forest continues, and I am inviting you to come along and join me. I have my map and artifacts with me, and I am coloring my way through the forest to seek the mystery in the castle at the center. If you are up for the adventure, grab your gear and let's begin this journey together. If you missed the first part and would like to catch up, I have the playlist linked above and at the end with the rest of this journey. Today is Magnolia Day, and I will be finishing up all the flowers. Friday, we'll finish up the 2 trunks and a few other little bits, and Monday will be the last video where I get the last of the leaves, the animals, the sunbeams, and finally the openings under the roots. So far, I have outlined the petals, added in shadows, and put in a layer of magenta for all the blossoms and buds on the tree. I'm coming in with the light flesh and adding in a layer over the rest of the buds and blossoms. And of course, this is where I will also fix up any issues with shading or magenta, or find the remaining buds and flowers I may have missed. I'll touch them up as I go, but for the most part, the light flesh fills in the blossoms and the buds in a light layer. Once I have my base layer in place, for all of the buds and blossoms, I am coming in with the fuchsia. The fuchsia is a strong color and I want to be really careful where I place it, because I don't want to have to try to erase it back. I am keeping the fuchsia to the base of the buds and lightly working it up above the magenta. The magenta acts like a shadow, and the fuchsia blends into the magenta and moves the color further up the petal. I do the same for the blossoms, but now I have 3 petals to deal with, so I treat each one separately. I can use the fuchsia to soften any harsh lines I might have left behind with the magenta. If I wanted a lighter flower, I could add in more light flesh and leave it as is, but I wanted darker blossoms, so I'm coming in with the medium flesh to draw the color up further up the petal and closer to the tip. I still want the tip to remain light and act as a highlight, but I want to draw more color up the petal and further blend the layers at the base of the petal more. It just takes a little more to push more color up the petal. If you've made it this far and have been enjoying coloring with me or just watching, I'd appreciate it if you'd give me a like and subscribe to stay informed of when I post more videos, especially if you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. For a final blending of the whole flower, I come back in with the light flesh and blend everything together. A light layer keeps the flower looking a little lighter. A heavy layer, or more pressure, darkens the petals even more. Both create a nice effect. Try each one and let me know what you liked. I used a medium pressure, enough to blend it a little, but not a lot, and it does blend the colors underneath very lightly. Thanks for joining in with me on this adventure through the Enchanted Forest. Let me know below or on social media if you liked this journey. I'd love to know what you think. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, MeWe, and Patreon. Patreon has a short write-up, my palettes, and a list of the timestamps that I've made available for everyone. If you have any questions or page requests, please leave them below or reach out to me on social media. I put in a list of chapter breaks in the show notes, as well as a list of equipment I like to use. If you use any of my affiliate links, it really helps me out without costing you a thing. I want to thank you all so much for coming along and joining in with me on this coloring journey. I appreciate all my subscribers and look forward to more of you joining in and coloring along with me. Please like, share, and subscribe to help that happen. Until next time, happy coloring!